Somebody is living their life today as if there is no lifeguard on duty. There are many people living their life without a lifeguard. You're welcome to swim. There's no lifeguard on duty. And this is a reminder that even without a lifeguard on duty, there are still non-swimmers that will swim without a lifeguard. In comparing our earthly life, there are many that have chosen to live their life without Jesus. Live their life without him, without a lifeguard. Have chosen not to follow Christ. Have chosen not to be obedient to Christ. Not realizing that living without Christ is not only a dangerous thing, but a very high price to pay at the end of this life. If it's ever a time we need a lifeguard, it's right now, church. If it's any time we need a lifeguard, it's right now. All of us need that lifeguard, Jesus, in our lives. See, when there is no lifeguard on duty, there is a sign that hangs up. And I know y'all remember that sign, but there's a sign that hangs up, and it means that 5 words that sign have means 1,000 words, more than 1,000 words. The words on that signs take away the burden of the owner. Those 5 words take away the liability of everyone else. And those 5 words is just as important as Johnny Cochran 8 words. If it don't fit, you got to acquit. Without a lifeguard on duty, these 5 words are swim at your own risk. Swim at your own risk. Basically, one of the most dangerous things that any swimmer can do, that is to swim at your own risk. I compare that to us living today. Just like life, live your life at your own risk. What a dangerous thing to do. Live your life without Christ. What a dangerous thing to do. No Christian can live wrong and die right. No one can make it to their spiritual home without their spiritual lifeguard. We must have Jesus as our personal lifeguard to rise above. He brings us out of those troubles. He lifts us up above those things. He certainly allows us to rise above people, problem, and circumstance. We must have a personal lifeguard to make it through the storms of life. So when you go through that storm, you can say that I'm not worried because I'm going through the storm with the storm maker. I know who my lifeguard is. Surely storms will come. The winds will blow. The waves will surely get out of control. But God wants you to know today that your lifeguard is still on duty. Jesus is still on duty. He can and he will help you rise above whatever you're going through. Rise above whatever you're struggling with. This lifeguard I'm talking about today is on duty 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This lifeguard I'm talking about today is never off duty. Neither is he not only off duty, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's there when the storm is calm. He's there when the storm is raging. He's there when the ups and downs. He's there when even when the signs say there's no lifeguard on duty. No matter how rough the currents may get, Jesus, your lifeguard, is ready to bring you to safety. No matter how long you've been in it, no matter what you're going through, your lifeguard is ready to bring you out of it. Let my people go that they may serve me. That's your lifeguard. He's ready. As you look at your text in closing, verse 23, you will find Jesus on the mountain praying and the disciples out on their ship. They needed their lifeguard. Do you need your lifeguard today? Do you have a good lifeguard? It says a place of calm. No need. There's no place. In a place of a calm, when you feel that you got everything going on, you still need a lifeguard. A place of calm. No need for the lifeguard. Remember, as long as things are great, most people feel that there's no need for a lifeguard. That's just like swimming at your own risk, living your life without Jesus. Verse 24, the ship was now in the midst of the sea. As long as it was in the banks, it was okay. But now the ship is in the midst of the sea, deep water. The waves are higher. Not only is it in the midst of the sea, the ship is tossed and fro like from the waves. They has been so high they has become contrary. The waves has gotten the disciples' attention. Have anything got your attention today? Are you falling behind an attention getter? Have you gotten so attracted to something that you forgot about your lifeguard, Jesus Christ? Verse 25, our sermon text comes to life. In the 4th watch of the night, Jesus went unto them, walking on the sea. Peter thought that their lifeguard was a ghost. Who is your lifeguard? Who do you think your lifeguard? Peter thought their lifeguard was a ghost. Their lifeguard. Little did Peter know that their lifeguard was still Jesus. that Jesus was still on duty. Even though he was asleep, he was still on duty. And God is reminding us today that our lifeguard is still on duty. At first, they were scared. They were troubled because they thought Jesus was a spirit, and they cried out in fear. But straightway, the lifeguard cried out to them, "Be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid." Today, God is telling you, telling me to be of good cheer. In the midst of who, what, when, or where, be of good cheer because your lifeguard is still on duty. I pray and trust that you've gotten a thought out of God's message today. What does a lifeguard do? A lifeguard keeps us, kind of bring us out of a difficult time. Try to bring us out of safety. Come out and rescue us. Look unto the hills from whence cometh your help, because that is your lifeguard. I will never leave you. I'll be there for you. I'll supply all your needs. My grace is sufficient. Know where you am, there I may be also. That's what your lifeguard do. Your lifeguard is still on duty. I pray and trust that you will not only hide this word in your heart, but you will share this message with someone else, because